So you want to level up your conversation game? Well, I'm sure you'll have already heard of things like answering open-ended questions. And when you're doing this, avoid open-ended vague questions like, how's you, what's new? Because these ones without a focus don't really deserve an answer. You want more targeted questions that can then give you a juicy response and something to actually speak about. But I'm going to give you 6 decent tips that are better than that'll help potentially level up your conversation game. So firstly, this would be rewarding positive behaviour. What you'll often see if you witness married couples in particular interacting, one will say, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? But instead of that, what you could do is praise the behaviour that that person is displaying that you like. And this may then actually encourage good behaviour. So next time your flatmate's not tidied up in the kitchen, but they've actually flushed the toilet, then perhaps praise the efforts that they've made. Because negativity isn't good. We all like positivity, check out this video here, but negativity we want to ignore anyway. So if we come up as a negative person, other people will want to ignore us if they've had any insight really. So instead of that negativity, we want to be celebrating things, celebrate the good stuff, and giving out rewards and positive vibes all the way. Compliments encourage others. That's tip number 2. Now, compliments are also almost like social currency. And we can pay more compliments to each other, and that will spread positivity almost like confetti. But we need to make our compliments actually mean something, and to do that they need to be meaningful and unique. And ideally, if you can put somebody's name in it and something that they've actually done, that will be a rewarding compliment for that individual to receive, and it could actually spread greatness around you. It's great to see other people grow. And remember, you will receive compliments. I'll give you a compliment if you're watching this far. Nice. But when you receive a compliment, respond with appreciation rather than just dismissing it or just reflexively saying, yeah, you've got a nice jumper as well or something. Because it's important to not dismiss other people's compliments and actually own them. And when you're actively talking to other people, remember that's how you can build friendship. Lots of friendships we've all walked past on, mainly because we've never even spoken to the other people. And you're not going to lose friends from lack of speaking, but you won't gain them from lack of speaking. You will gain them if you actually speak and show a bit about yourself. And seek out other people if you're building your confidence who are likely to actually talk to you. This isn't a dating video, but you can often see that some people don't particularly want to talk if they've got an RFB. I'm not going to spell that out because it may then be this video is in some way banned, but you get what I'm meaning. Now, criticism, we all get criticism, but it's important to respond to this constructively. Because the immediate instinct is somebody criticizes you, your defenses go up and you think, oh no, I'll dismiss this, I'll maybe even give them a criticism in return. But instead, dig deeper. Now, the way to do that is to actually ask about it. Why are they saying what they are saying? Then accept the truth. Acknowledge at times the other person may have a very valid, excellent bit of criticism that will help you improve. And that's useful. But acknowledge the truth and then perhaps self-disclose the reasons why you are undertaking the action that you're taking. Because often you'd find critique, you think it's criticism at first glance, but if you dig deeper, it's just somebody is trying to in some way inquire. Why are you doing that? I hadn't thought of that particular way of doing that thing. That's interesting. Now you'll find people try and manipulate you, influence you. Drugs are bad, everyone, don't do them. But the fact is, people may keep saying, yes, do this, and almost if you're like a broken record with the reason that doesn't change, they will give up and go and try and manipulate somebody else. Tip 4 is about how to start a conversation. And broadly speaking, there's 3 topics that you can speak about. That could be a situation, the other person, or yourself. And then you think, well, what do you speak about? Well, you could either ask a question, state a fact, or state an opinion. So you may say, okay, great, you've given me 3 times 3, I can do my maths, that sorts of things. If you want to go with the safest option, it's asking a question about the situation. So when you ask a question about a situation, just remember to avoid negative openers. Hilariously in this book, the guy was trying to, I think, pick somebody up. He went up to somebody in a nightclub and said the music's a bit loud. Bang, he was shut down. The lady responded, perhaps you should leave then. But anyway, tip 5, dressing problems. And what I mean by that is that often we have other people's behaviour impacts you. And the way people instinctively manage that is to confront them. And as I've mentioned before, if somebody's confronted with criticism, often the first thing that comes up is a defensive dismissal. So instead of saying, you should do this, you're not doing this, say, hey, I've actually got a problem here. And it's because when you're doing X, Y, Z, it's impacting upon me in this way. And you need to be specific, mention the issue, and just explain how it's impacting upon you. And that way the other person's more likely to actually listen, think about your needs, think about the issue, and potentially change their behavior. Now, tip 6 is a communication hack, and it's an acronym, SOFTEN. And this stands for smile, open posture, forward lean, touch, I can't touch you now, but that would be creepy, eye contact, and a nod. And if you can remember that and incorporate that into your daily communication, you'll often come across a lot warmer. So remember though, your beliefs are key to how you interpret a situation. Any situation occurs, 2 people look at it with a different belief structure and they interpret it differently. That's fine, that's what the world's like. But don't put pressure on yourself. If somebody doesn't like you, that's not something for you to worry about. It isn't the end of the world. Keep trying, keep building your communication. So there's my 6 top tips from this conversation book that's a classic by Alan Gardner. So if you want to smash the like button, that's great. Feel free to write below if you've tried out any of these tips in real life and what you think about them. But remember, you do actually have to take action. I prefer it if you just kept watching all my videos. I'll put up my book summaries here. But if you can take the tips, take action, it will improve the quality of your conversations. And I really hope that that gives you some awesome conversations that'll be sparkling. So I'll see you next time.